Evening message on May 17, 2022. Reminding towards the cutting within the reminder itself. The disregard is not itself. Continue to remind oneself with this essence. Uninvolved within the uninvolved itself. This is the reminder that purifies itself. This is the reminder of the letting go that lets go of itself, that purifies itself. Through this essence, everything can be purified. Everything can be blessed. No is not even know itself fully. Not to be obsessed with deludedly looking, seeing, tasting, smelling delusively, so that they will not be only about something, being deluded to something. If mind well, mind even from itself well, seeing, knowing or hearing will not be like its function. There will be natural purification within itself. If mind disregard has nothing within itself, there will be natural purification of the extinction and the emptiness. If the disregard still have something within itself, then there will be always involvement. This is the samudaya that always create the cause. Disregard, even from the disregard itself. This is the disregard that purifies itself, that is not about anything in itself. There is no personhood who is disregarding. Disregard from the disregard itself will purify the personhood who is disregarding or not, naturally. to be obsessed with just attempting to disregard, then there is no disregard from the disregard itself. If there is something attempting to disregard, then the disregard will not discard itself. Let's purify the personhood who disregards or not. If there is significance within seeing and knowing, which is a lot, then it's not yet disregarding, it's still samsara. Therefore, uninvolved with this disregard throughout all and everything. Don't run away, don't reject it. And there is no need to choose anything, whether it is to fight or to escape, to reject or accept anything. Amidst all in a way that is not relevant to disregarding, to non-attachment. Normally we are amidst all and everything. So don't be engrossed with being as someone in the middle of something. However, uninvolved with disregarding all the same, then it will be natural purification of the emptiness. There is no need to be amidst all things in whatever ways, because we already amidst all things. However, don't be amidst all things with a personhood who is in the middle. Uninvolved with the non-attachment all the same. There is no need to reject anything or to be deliberately accept anything whatsoever. Amidst all things in the way of purifying through the extinction and emptiness. Uninvolved even within the uninvolved itself all the same. No is not even no itself. All the same with everything. No is not even the no itself. To all and everything in the same essence. Then, by being amidst all things, it will turn into amidst all through the purification of the extinction and the emptiness. Uninvolved even within the uninvolved itself, child. Uninvolved even within the uninvolvement itself. All the same to everything. This is not about escaping or fighting. It's not about confrontation. Neither is about disappearing by escaping to anywhere. Uninvolved even within the uninvolvement itself. This is all about purifying of the emptiness. Even dwelling in the stillness or peace is not the way. Let alone talking about the anicca. To dwell within stillness is not the way. How much stillness it is not relevant to it. Let alone the anicca. Even stillness is not about anything within itself. Even peace is not about anything within itself. There is no need to mention about movement. Therefore, there is no right to choose anything at all, whether peace or not peace, because it's going to become realm of existence within such a thing that one chooses. Uninvolved even within the uninvolvement itself. There's no right to choose anything because it's going to create realm of existence within it right away. There is no right to choose whether it's peace or not peace. Whenever you use your right to choose, it will become samsara immediately, circling to rise and to cease right away. Peace is a really deep, terrible thing. It's the hide away of the delusive attachments. It's really good place for that. It's the hidden place for the fixation. Peace is that place, a good place for that. What is it within peace? Huh? Therefore, diligently remind the reminder that purifies itself, the reminder that cuts through itself. Diligently concludes to purify the conclusion itself. Don't be diligently dropped by within being still or not, being peaceful or not. Don't choose anything. disregard even from the disregard itself. Well with it. Uninvolved even within the uninvolved itself. Well with it. Uninvolved even within the uninvolvement itself. Well with it. Disregard even from the disregard itself well, so that it will have nothing to do with being peaceful or not. It's not about choosing to gain anything at all, to become realm of existence, whether it is heaven or nibbana or realms of existence. This is not about referencing at all. Disregard even from the disregard itself well, the reminder that purifies itself, the reminder that cuts through itself. No is not even know itself well. No is not even know itself. It will have nothing to do with peace at all by itself. Disregard even from the disregard itself. Naturally, it will have nothing to do with being peaceful or not. Let's make a conclusion that purifies itself well. Otherwise, there will be an attachment and fixation to being peaceful or not, on and on. If there is no disregard even from the disregard itself, there will always be fixation within being peaceful or not, on and on.
มุ่นมีแต่มัวเมามีแต่อะไรกับอะไรไม่มีแสงสว่างเลยในจิตในใจไม่แลเห็นทางทิพย์ไม่อาจจะแลเห็นได้เลยมีแต่ขมุกขมอมอะไรอยู่นั่นที่ไหนสว่างมันก็แห่ไปที่นั่นมันไม่ได้สว่างด้วยแสงไฟมันสว่างด้วยธาตุจิตที่คลายจากความเป็นจิตเอง
The beings, they are smart enough to go towards where there is the brightness, which is coming from the mind that is released from itself. If the mind is within itself, is not brightening. Disregarding is not itself. Nothing is within the disregard itself. This will be beyond peace. If it has nothing to do with being peaceful, then it will be beyond it. If it's beyond peace, it will not become anything. There is no need to say. Because if something is happening, there will not be peace. It will just be only about realms of existence. Realm of existence is not about peace, truly. That which is not about anything within the disregarding for the internal and external, then we can help through the purification of the extinction altogether. Uninvolved, even within the uninvolved myth itself, all the same to everything. The anupap of helping through the unwinding. Uninvolved within the uninvolved itself. Disregard from the disregard itself. The disregard purifies itself. It doesn't grab itself. Non-attached even to the non-attachment itself. Is not relevant to itself. That is the non-attachment that is not fixated to itself. That which is not relevant to the disregarding, simultaneously with sitting, standing, movements, living the life, going, coming, with all the tasks, simultaneously with that which has nothing to do with non-attachment. Use the essence altogether, simultaneously with all the formed up, assumed up of living the life, simultaneously with the essence of uninvolved with the non-attachment itself. Then there will be no delusion within the assumed up things. Naturally, it will be no delusion in it. Retreat fully from the disregarding. Nothing is within it. Fully give no significance to it. Don't make a conclusion to obtain something. The conclusion is to be made for samsara. Don't aim towards making the conclusion for gaining anything from it. It has to be the conclusion that purifies itself, and it has to be only for giving, for blessing. Uninvolved, even within the uninvolved itself, has to be given all the same to everything. Simultaneously, this is the conclusion as blessing. Then it will turn into purifying itself. Well with this. We listen to the same thing, but it's not the same. However, it's not the same to everyone. Uninvolved, even within the uninvolved itself, in the way that is already brightening simultaneously with samsara. Some are like this. Some, on the other hand, still within the uninvolved itself, still within the disregard itself, that is being obsessed to the internal, always being engrossed with the internal. Some are already brightened out, uninvolved, even within the uninvolved itself, it turns into brightening already giving benefits to others and oneself simultaneously, already prompted. One sentence gives benefits for oneself and others simultaneously. Disregard, even from the disregard itself, simultaneously with all and everything. Don't separate disregarding from all things. Already said again and again, don't separate the disregard from anything. How can there be any separation? Disregard, even not itself. Disregard, even from the disregard itself. Don't try to disregard from anything. Don't be using the attempt to disregard from anything, because disregard is not about anything in itself. There is no duty to separate the emptiness from all things, since the emptiness is not even itself. The emptiness is not the emptiness itself. Therefore, don't be dilly empty out of anything. Because one will just be stuck with just emptying out from this and that. Why being obsessed with such a thought? It's impossible to empty out from anything, because the emptiness is meaningless in itself. The non-attachment is not itself either. How can there be non-attachments to anything? Who is it that is non-attached? Let's conclude to purify the non-attachment itself, which is not itself. Even the uninvolved is uninvolved within itself. Who is it that is disregarding or uninvolved? What is it that is doing such a thing? That is the samudaya itself. It's both the causes and the suffering itself.
ไม่แม้กระทั่งไม่เอง
Disregard
เอาไม่ไปไม่
from the
โลก
disregard
ไม่
itself.
ไม่เองไม่ใช่เอาไม่ไปไม่
Don't use the disregard to disregard.
มัวแต่เอาไม่ไปไม่
Don't be obsessed to use the disregard to disregard. Disregard from the disregard itself. พร้อมตื่นพร้อมเข้า Simultaneously with awakening and brightening, simultaneously with all things, all elements, all Dharma and samsara. This is the enlightenment and the blessing is simultaneous. Proceed simultaneously. When it's getting dark, all the beings, some of them coming out, they only comes out at dark. And when the dawn comes, they leave. They realize on the darkness because they used to live the life within the darkness. In the day, they don't come out. They come out only in the dark place. These are the non-humans. Some of them are like this. Some realms are like this. They're coming out in the evening, chaotically everywhere. During the day, they also hide in the dark place.